Hi. Okay, I'm gonna talk, especially on this channel, it's all about the targeting programme, okay, and the beasts that are involved, the council workers, the police officers, the local dregs, local racists, everything that's involved in my targeting. Now I'm going to split it down into different subjects each time I come on, hopefully. Um, I'm going to split it down into different areas that the targeting you on, and especially the big area for me is the health service and the medical care that you receive or don't receive when you're being targeted. And I'm going to make my contents of my videos more consistent because I haven't been ever really. I've just sort of like showed you things and put the audios of the beast in action you can hear, and even now as I'm doing this, they're fucking going on as they do. If you listen to the audios, you know what I mean by that. That it's constantly chatting shit, threats, just to let you know that they're watching you. And there's a bunch of beasting, as I call it. They call it watching. Other people might call it illegal surveillance, peeping Tom, voyeurism. I call it beasting because they are beasts that are doing this, that are involved in the targeting programme. Okay. And I'm going to be more consistent, like I said. So what I'm going to do each time is concentrate on specific areas because I'm being targeted constantly. The audios are going to be constant, okay. But I'll concentrate on different areas, like I've just repeated. Okay, I was targeted. The main reason why I was targeted was so Paul Burgess, the convicted rapist, could continue stalking. And so that the other council officials at the time, at PLO, who's the local councillor for the Bly area in Stourbridge, could get involved in this programme. Now, they pick people who think that they're easy targets, who you're going to be an easy target. And because the targeting programme, and I will repeat this until the end of time, the main core of the targeting programme is sexual abuse, sexual deviance, infant, child and adult rape. That's the main core of the programme. They'll pick their victims that will make a report of being stalked or being raped, or, excuse me, somebody in their family has been sexually abused or something like that. They are fucking disgusting, rancid beast. Okay. I'm going to show you the people who are involved. So, do you know, I didn't know. Do you know what my the people, you get a sort of like notification, don't you, off YouTube about number of people that have watched your channels and they make comments and blah blah blah. I've only had ever, to my knowledge, before I received this post notification, sorry, two two comments on my post. Okay, nobody's ever watched my post, so I get that one or two people maybe that's watched the post. I didn't know. I got fucking nearly 100 and odd comments and quite a few people that have watched my post. Didn't know that. So this is where they block you to make out that nobody else is watching what you're doing, watching what you're putting out there. So if you are being targeted and you think nobody's watching your post, that's a load of crap. They are watching. I think that got through by mistake because, like I say, they've like I said in the other post, put devices on my router connected to my internet, so everything. If they can cut anything off, like they have done with my phone, cheeky bastards on the internet, cut it off periodically, like I did this morning because I knew that I was going to do this. They will do it. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't know. So you don't know who your comments are going out to. If you're being targeted, you don't know what's happening and how many people and who is watching your post. So don't be discouraged from that. And also, if you are being targeted and you're getting the audio like I am, and they make out that the big gangsters, don't they? And like I said previously, like they've got deep voices, the guys have, and they make out that they're fucking this and that, and the gangsters are going to fuck you up and they're going to shoot you, and so many death threats, aren't they? I want to show you the creatures that are involved in my targeting, and they're the dregs of society. When I say the dregs are my family, if you talking too much now, get some excited, calm down. Okay, my family has confirmed time and time again about what is involved, the people, inverted commas, that are involved. They're not people, the dregs. They have no heart connection. They're the lowest of the low. Okay, and I want to show you first who these creatures are covering up for, who Paul Burgess is, the racist beast. Oh, there's lovely cats there. Okay, okay. So I'm going to show you briefly. Okay, this creature here, this is why I'm being targeted. That is convicted rapist Paul Burgess. Have a good look, folks. Okay, this is what my target is all about. This is what the local councillors, local MPs. So I'll say local MPs. I'll name people. So Rob Lowe, Pete Lowe from the very beginning. Dudley Council's leader now. The latest Dudley Council leader is Patrick Haley. So he sends the beast in. So the workmen that fuck things up. Okay, I want to show you also. This is it's part of Sylvia. Okay, I'll show you the people that were involved. This is what it's all about. This is what Dudley Council, West Midlands Police. This is what doctors will be struck off for. These are the creatures. Look at the fucking beast, man. I'm not even lying, am I? I'm not even lying. Okay. I'm going to show you this. This cunt here is Patrick. He lives below me and he's been involved in the targeting right from the beginning, and it's a racist. So now we have to go about something about my packy grandkids. Cheeky, cheeky bastards. And you know, before all this happened, they didn't know that was connected to high beings. And that there, folks, he's involved with the rapist couple right from the very beginning. Okay? And he lives at number 32. I'm going to try to get this so it's not. I'll get the pictures up. Anyway, let's go out of here and see if I can get the pictures so it's not going to be flashing. Here we go. Here we go. That's a close-up of the racist at number 32. Below me. Made up a report about noise. Wasn't making any noise. He's the one I had the instant with, and I'll post that instant with below. And he thinks he's a bad man. Really does. I'm going to show you other people involved as well. Okay. 75%. I've got. You won't believe it. I have made notes. You won't believe it, would you? Get it all around the place. Okay. My notes. 75%. Okay, of the people I've been targeted for 7 years, just over 7 years now. I started in December 2014. Yeah. And I made the first report to the police April 14th, 2014, sorry, about being stalked and the race hate crimes and the death threats, okay, by the people that I've shown you. Nothing was done that helped them because this programme is underway and thought I was vulnerable. One of the reasons why I thought I was vulnerable, because I've got health conditions, chronic health conditions. One of them is PBC, which is like my bile ducts attacks the my immune system in my liver. So my immune system is affected. Any stress, because they must have fucking wet themselves and thought, oh God, I'm funny. Any stress, any aggro, it can progress the illness, okay? Cause me to maybe receive, be on the waiting list for a liver transplant. Another one is arthritis in my neck and in my hips. I'm going to go on to the medical conditions in a minute, and I'm just going to give you a brief, this post, let's just give you a brief of what I'm going to talk about. That's the reason why, and the reason why I thought I was vulnerable. Also, because when I first, about 20 years ago, 15 years ago, you think it was a significant event, tried to commit suicide, a serious attempt, very depressed, and that's why I moved to this area, to be near family, from my hometown of Derby, and so I thought, right, okay, mental health conditions, depressed, I got over that. So when I moved into the flats, I was over it, but I was feeling really tired, really down, and I didn't know it was diagnosed literally moved into these flats that had this condition, PBC. I've had arthritis for about 25 years, and the neck arthritis, I think 10 years now, over 10 years, about 15 years. So anybody who knows has got something from a chronic health conditions that causes pain and fatigue, you're knackered. So to them, easy game. Absolutely, for them, I was easy game. And the rapist wanted somebody. He chose, like I said, I want to go into it in more details. He chose me. He was looking for somebody. This is persistent serial sex offender. Okay, for the 7 years that he lived before he moved, and he still got cameras in my flat. For 7 years it was there, and I lived opposite him. Every day he stalks me. That's his thing. Is sexual abuse, and that's the things with all these beasts. Okay, they have no higher self, so whatever they're into, if it's drinking, if it's smoking, if it's sex, that's their hook. Okay, 75%. Like I say, this has been going on for 7 years. Yeah, and I've worked it out because of the talking creatures, and my family have been giving me some insight. So 75% of people that are involved in this program, either the undercover police, the dregs that they assign, are sex offenders, active right now sex offenders. My family, if you look at my other post, have confirmed there's a female Asian officer in the 20s who's a sex offender. There's a white woman, brown hair, 5'6", I'd say, sex offender. Jamie Hobday, God, this disgusting little midget who is the chief inspector and sort of like one of the heads involved in this program, is a sex offender. They want me to be because the position within my family, and but it's all coming in the sort of like the increased energies into earth and the human residents, that people's awareness are being awakened. Okay, like I can see the demons, like I see this sounds really weird, I can see the demons of creature beast, which has been confirmed. They know I can read their energy, they know, so they've tested me with this fucking beast. Most of the police officers and most people have tested me on, I don't want to see, you don't want to see what I see. You're gonna see what people are about, what's their energy is. Some water. I've going on a long time, quite a long time. Okay, I want to get this done in 20 minutes. No, 8 minutes left now. Okay, with the other situation with my family, they told me this was going to happen, and I thought, they said you're going to be able to read people, and it's like I say, 75% are sex offenders. The police and local council right from the beginning. I want to say the police. I'm going to name Dave Thompson. I'm going to name David Jameson, the ex Westminster Police Crime Commissioner. The new Police Crime Commissioner is a chappie called Simon Foster. And Simon Foster, you know, his campaign is, I think it's been, his campaign is new in this position. Okay, I think it started in May or June of 21. And his main campaign is, read that, Police Crime Commissioner, what's it, stop thingy bobbing. Okay, his main crime is police and crime plan shows ending violence against women is top priority. Against violence towards women, that's his catchphrase. Since he's been police crime commissioner, my phone, like as previously stated, my phone's been cut off, so I can't receive incoming calls, outgoing calls. My email's been monitored. Like I said previously, there's devices on my router that fucking gets anything before I can receive an email or anything. They block it or do something to it. Like I said, I've got things that happen on YouTube that's been blocked anyway. I didn't know so many people commented on my post, or so many people, like yesterday, I think, speaking really fast, really not even taking anything. Anyway, one of the posts yesterday had 41 views. Okay, so that's a great difference from 1 or 2 views to 41, and I think that got through by mistake. So somebody, it got through by mistake. So I know that people are looking at my posts and looking at what I put out and listening to the audio recordings, what I put out regarding the targeting. And this is especially coming out to people that are being targeted, that you think that you're on your own and you want, that's the whole point. And we know that, don't we? That they want to isolate you as much as possible so they continue their fuckery. Sadly, the beast can get off. The local sex offenders got involved, can get off. I know in the West Midlands area, they had an increase, as I've said this previously, where they've got the highest number of sex offenders moving to an area or in the West Midlands. The highest number. Previously, before Simon Foster with his bollocks that ended violence towards women, previously the previous police crime commissioner stated that they have no funds to investigate crimes that are intimate crimes, or crimes where police officers would need to talk to, come to an address or go to take statements from a person because they haven't got the funding for that. All of a sudden, he's got the funding and is doing this thing. Mind you, since he's been police crime commissioner, the targeting has increased. The phones have been cut off. Internet access is just really heavy. So many devices. It's complete opposite of what that little fucker says. What's happening to me now? Okay, because he's got this campaign out. Excuse me. They're targeting me really, really hard now because every day this goes on and every post I put out goes completely flies in the face of what that fucking pisshead says. I don't know if it's pisshead. I know why he is though. Okay, goes in the face of what it says, and I'm still here and I'm still saying, listen, I'm being targeted. Listen, this is an audio of the beast in action. Okay, Dudley Council, West Midlands Police, and any police officer or any councillor in Dudley especially cannot say they are not aware of this programme. They cannot say they are not aware of me. One being my interactions with high beings, with my family. This is such an unusual event. Listen, targeting in itself is unusual. Right? You won't get a bunch of fucking cunts together, or they've all got themselves together in one place to target someone, to break someone, where their specific job is to help someone, but they're doing a complete reverse from that. Okay, so police officers working with sex offenders so they can continue, the sex offenders continue to offend. Doctors not doing their jobs, doing the reverse of it. So they're part of this club, and this club is to break whoever they think it's easy to break. The longest this has gone on, they never expected me to be going on this long. They gave me 6 days. So the beast was saying it in the audio. I think right at the beginning, they gave me 6 days before I'd crack. They want people to have a nervous breakdown. One of the things, how they want to do this, to control you. So they get the local beast. I'm going to show you some sex offenders. If anybody, and like I said, if that's my family, like I say, with unusual events, I know what I'm going through is unusual, and having contact with high beings. I know that being targeted in itself is such a disgusting. No right-minded human would think to do or get themselves involved in a program like this. I'm going to name every fucking health worker. I'm going to name every, like I said, I'm going to name local businesses. I'm going to name the police officers. I'm going to give you as much information because this ain't fucking right. They are doing this because they think it's hidden and because they think that they can continue to do this because nobody else will know. Listen, fuck you. My family will confirm things like they confirmed with Joe Hobday is a child molester, like they confirmed with other people being sex offenders. Okay, and listen. If you're watching this and you're not sort of like aware of the other situation that's happening with me, because it is unusual, go to my family YouTube page. Look at the post where it says my family confirm Dudley Council workers or Dudley Council employees or police officers are being sex offenders. Go to the post where higher beings confirm what's happening now. Okay, confirm about the targeting and confirm about when I say okay. somebody's energy and I can see an image. Strange. Got fucking glasses on. Over the last few years, I think it's getting older. I don't think it's nothing just because I was getting old. My eyesight has gone really sort of like. I think it's not bad. It's not too bad. But sort of put glasses on now. I have to wear glasses. But my inner sight or other sight, that's the reason I can see the entities on people. That's why I can say, and they know, like I said earlier on, that they know that I can see and sense and read what a person's energy is, read what they're into. It's just, like I say, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. And then I get my family to confirm. So when I said to my family, confirm about Jamie Hobday, and I keep saying, so you won't just hear one post, my pan moving up and down, confirming that Jamie Hobday is a charm lester. I won't just do one post on that. I will go back and I'll say, confirm again that Jamie Hobday is a charm lester, and I'll get my family to confirm. Okay. Every person I'm going to show you now is involved in my targeting. Every person. I want you to see the creatures involved. They're rancid. Like I said, if you've been targeted and you think that they're gangsters because they're threatening you, because they change the voice to make them sound more, the males sound deeper and more threatening and more gangster than what they are. And the strange thing about that, they are racist in this on this program. They are racist, and they are sex offenders. But it's strange that a white person would next 1 minute call me a nigger and the next minute try to be sort of like a gangster. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you. So many death threats. It's like it's unreal. So I'm going to show you. Like I say, this is what it's all about. I want that fucker locked up. But this is what people. Before I go, I'm going to say what I showed to my family regarding sex offenders and what's going to happen to sex offenders now and people that are involved in my targeting. I don't know. Oh, there's my cat. Gorgeous, isn't she? Gorgeous. And what's going to happen to them. Let me just go get the pictures up. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all. Freemasons are involved in this program as well. Okay. Get the pictures up. So let me just. So you got that one. I don't know if you can see that horde of pictures of people, but I want you to have a look. So as you can see, the two these here, okay, the female, I'm going to show you that is my family, is a cousin, Angela East, and that there is Desmond Jaju. He's meant to be an activist, a race activist. That there was an ex-mayor of Dudley. He's involved in the programme. That there's child molester. What's that one there? That there's child molester. That there, again, child molester. Same person down there. Female child molesters. You're gonna. One thing about this programme, which is going to be quite the only positive, you're going to see people that you wouldn't think together. Like I said, they are racist, like that. Okay. Desmond Jaju knew that they were all racist. They are racist. Even the sex offenders, the main two, are racist. People in this block are racist. The crime that cements them all together is sexual abuse and rape. That's the thing that cements everybody together. You're going to hear me talk about doctors, medical personnel, GPs, and people that work in the medical profession that not providing me the correct treatment because they were protecting Paul Burgess, and they're still protecting Paul Burgess, and because they didn't think I'd lived this long to say this automatic complaint about the medical care I haven't received. Fuckers. Like I said, they picked me because they thought I was vulnerable, thought I was an easy target. Okay. Also, I'm going to talk about the cameras. You would have seen me post about the cameras, and now they put static over my security cameras so they can continue head fucking me, and so that other people can't hear what they're saying. I'm going to show you what else I do? So off with the beast for now. Okay, so this is the 5th set of cameras that I've got. Okay, so put them at my door, put them on the room, I put them outside so you can see who's coming in. So on my door, oh, okay, look at this. You will see, I'm going to show you a picture. I can get it right. That's the album. I can hear him outside. The beast. Oh yes, and the one put in as well. Do you know the one I've shown you? Beast at number 30, Canary God. That's put people. So they've left the racist in below me, and then number 32. Well, what's his name? Anyway, I'll get his name in a minute. I said that across from me, this woman, to put in, that's part of the targeting program, on the ground floor. So on the ground floor, on number 30, I've called the dog portal. The reason why I've called the dog portal is because she's so like Sylvia, the female, and because she's got portal, I've seen entities move from her body to whoever it's talking to. Now, um, I'm going to go into that another time as well, how it's changed now, how they've got all entities attached to them, and that she doesn't even have to have any contact or be speaking to someone for the aura to go around. It's going to go on for ages. Anyway, so many different things to discuss. 5th set of cameras, like I was saying. So I've got schools cameras in. And so they can continue with their head fucking, they block the sound of the cameras. So they put audio over the sound of the cameras. Let me just go back into there. Excuse me, folks. And another thing to say to you as well, if you're being targeted, that you're crazy. But nobody's going to believe you that you're crazy, that you're crazy, that you're crazy. And when you put your evidence out, like I've got the audio recordings of them saying you're crazy, or audios that link them to what I'm doing. So when I finally got accepted to go on to back to my hometown, they were saying, well, when she moves, we'll nick her stuff. The van, she'll go back to Derby with nothing. They know what I'm on about. When I had the X-rays, which confirmed the severity of my arthritis in my hips, well, somebody's going to, well, they're going to change the X-ray, so it's not that bad, so she won't get a treatment. When I spoke to a doctor, Dr. Bell, they've actually named a doctor that's involved. Dr. Bell's watching you now. Go back. Don't take my word for it. Go back and look at the recordings and listen to the recordings to say, Dr. Powell's lying. Dr. Powell's watching you now. Dr. Powell's going, watch what you're doing. Dr. Powell's can hear what you're thinking. Blah, blah, blah. Go. And it's them saying it. Okay, so you know it's not me. It's not my voice. And you can hear them with the fucking fake voices and the voice alteration equipment, whatever they use. And it's them. Okay, they will never admit that they fucked up. So what they'll say is they'll go, oh, Simon's crazy, it's because of you. Simon's crazy, Simon Foster the say is crazy, it's because of you. Or Dr. Bell's upset, it's because of you. They'll never say, because of our fuckery, and you've captured our voices on the audio and people can hear that, it's because of us, because of we fucked up. They'll never ever admit that. They'll never admit that their actions have caused other people to be fucked up, or because of people to believe what you're saying. Okay, so they'll constantly say you're crazy. You're crazy is their last. And I've heard them say it, especially with the audio recordings I've got regarding Dr. Bell, Pell, my X-ray results, the death threats. We're going to get a gun and shoot you. We're going to get a gun. Recorded all that, they will never say, oh, fucking hell, we fucked up. They're going to go, you're crazy. That's all they can come up with now. You're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy. So when you're being targeted, when you know they're saying, when they keep going, the last resort they can do is say that you're crazy, you put them. it holds no significance to what's happening, and it's them. But they will never admit that. So it will be always, you're crazy, you're crazy. Okay? Fuck them. Keep posting your shit out. Okay, fifth set of cameras. So I'm going to go into that, to the cameras. Go into my phone as well. Can't receive calls. Can't make calls. Voice messages. Don't receive texts. Nothing's wrong with my phone. Like I said previously, I've got 2 sets of SIMs. 2 new SIMs. A phone. New phone. 2 numbers. 3 numbers if you count the landline. Can't receive calls, and that's because Simon Foster says he's to come and his violence against women. Complete load of bollocks. Everything is really clamped down. They've really clamped down. Okay, I also made complaints because I said I wasn't receiving the healthcare from one set of doctors at Lyons Medical Centre, Stourbridge High Street. I wasn't receiving medical care, so I made a complaint. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to close off because it's so much. I'm going to show you, so I'm going to, so you can stop this before you go into it. If you can stop this, and this is the complaints I've wrote to the NHS England. It's like a board, covering board, where they supposed to monitor doctors if there's any complaints, any concerns regarding the care receiving within the UK. Okay, go to there first, and the GMC is for the doctors. I'm going to go right to the GMC. Plus, I'm going to sort of contact solicitors that deal with medical negligence. And I will show you at the specific times when I've got phone calls with one doctor, Dr. Daniel, a year apart. 1 year is saying, oh, you're only 50 years old, you shouldn't be in pain, blah, blah, blah. Even though I've got health conditions that other people complain of pain, but apparently not me. And you can hear him laughing, going, ha, 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 you're 50 years old, you shouldn't be in pain, ha, ha, ha. And then a year later, it's the same doctor, ha, 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 you're 51 years old, you shouldn't be in pain, ha, 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 ha. Okay. And also see if you with I moved doctor's surgeries after I made a complaint, and the doctor's surgery told them everything, and apparently they didn't get my information that I handed to them because they couldn't get hold of me by phone. Often phones are being blocked. They couldn't get hold of me at all. So I wrote an email to the doctor. So I'm going to show you this email after I show you the thing, and then I'm going to get off because this is just a brief, just this. What I'm going to talk about, okay, in the coming weeks, and I will literally do every week, no matter how much pain I'm in. Yeah, this is the makeup, so I would Photoshop this because I'm coming looking rough with a head wrap on. Excuse me. So yeah, so I'm going to show you this. I'm going to stop it, reverse it, or whatever. So this is the list of complaints, and I'd say Dr. Michael Price is involved in the targeting programme. Lymes Medical Centre and Lye High Street is involved in the targeting programme, hence my lack of healthcare I received. And there's no way I could fake my X-ray results, which show that it's got so severe now that I need surgery. My last doctor's, and you will hear that. I will play that audio as well, because the proof to be cunts at that surgery. Cunting, I've called it. So then right in front of your face being targeted, and you know that they headfucking you because they're part of the targeted programme. Vile. Anyway, yeah, so the first, they knew that they couldn't get through to me. They kept saying that, yeah, and you don't want to say being targeted. So I sort of said, this is the letters up from the Dudley Council, the police, this is what's happening, and this is the channel if you want to listen to the audios, blah, blah, blah. Lo and behold, got themselves involved. This second part of it. So if you want to stop, and I'm doing this because normally I'm really quiet and reversed. I can't say the word. Mine program. person, but right at the beginning of this, and I've got audios of this, right at the very start, literally 2014, West Midlands Police, Peter Lowe, a Dudley Council leader, told the rapist everything I was doing. So told them about my family, told them about my health conditions. They worked them right from the very beginning. This program was started even before I moved here. I think this program, they put people in place, put the undercover police officers in place. They've got the local sex offenders who's going to come out and move to West Midlands. They've got this program, and it is a program in place. Okay, I got this flat quite quickly. I don't know why I got it so quickly. When I moved in, somebody, undercover police beast, one of them says, "Oh no, I'm glad you're living here." The flat was empty for a while, for a good long while before I moved here. So I think they just wanted a single female to be in that fitted their category, that someone, that was vulnerable, classed as vulnerable. Dudley Council told them everything. They worked together. All these agencies worked with the rapist and the racist to headfuck me. All of them. Okay? And I'm all find evidence for that. I'm not going to sit here and go, and I've got nothing to show you. I will provide evidence for everything I'm saying, like I have. And the reason why I can provide evidence, when I spoke to housing officer in Derby, I say to them, because the targeting is so severe, and because like I keep saying, the main aim of this program, the main core of it, is sexual abuse, sexual offences, sexual deviances. Because of that, they will continue their behaviour. They will continue to behave like beasts, like sex offenders, like monsters. That's what they are. Okay, that's the core of the programme. And I said to the house officer, I says, every week I can provide you with audio recordings of the beast. Every week, without fail. Da-da! How many, that was in June, I think, or July. They'll go back and record them so you can hear them at beasting. How many? Okay. And my doctors as well told them everything before I knew that my new doctors is Pedmore Medical Practice in line. Look them up. I'm going to name everybody involved. Like I say, I've got audio recordings to prove everything I'm going to say. Okay. Before, and I wrote to the doctors, this new doctors, I said, this is the reason you can't contact me by phone, etc. So this is the reason, okay? This is the email I sent it, Dr. Pell, who's involved. Do you want to stop and do your thing? Okay. And this is the sort of evidence, I said, all the letters of my complaints and the reason why. Okay. And this is okay. And this is November. I've received, I think this is the second letter I received where they've stated that this is the new doctors can't contact me via telephone call, because the phones are blocked and the emails are not getting through. So there's evidence of that. And this is then when I handed it in, the second time I handed in documents, explain all the letters from the council and the police to say that this is happening and this is why they can't contact me. And the face-to-face, we're having one tomorrow. The joy of it. That doctor said to me during the meeting, after she told me about the hip replacement, admit that you suffer from psychosis, that you did have psychosis. I'm going to play you the audio if you think I'm lying. So it's fucking, can't wait till tomorrow, eh? Do you know when people out themselves if you're targeted, people just let them? I told you, the core of this program is sexual deviance. If you know about sex offenders, they just can't help themselves. They will repeat. Like I said previously, you're going to be surprised at the number of people that will involve themselves thinking that they're free, thinking that they can do what they want. Like I said, there's undercover police officers who are sex offenders, the undercover police officers that are child molesters, that think that because of their position, because of this program, that they will never be caught. Name everyone. Because of my contacts with my family. I've got high power saying yes. So if they're going to deny what they're seeing, but they can't. If they're going to deny what I'm saying, somebody else say it. Okay. So what was that? People your rights complexity, legal culture, safeguards. Yeah, so safeguarding policy is a thing in England that if anyone is vulnerable, especially and you work an agency or an organisations that can help, like the police, like local council, Dublin Council, or health services, schools, doctors, and you know that sort of vulnerable patients having difficulties, something that could affect their health, especially if it's to do with social means, so like neighbours, if they're getting abused, if sexual, whatever, okay, potential of abuse. You're supposed to put safeguarding measures in place. No, they didn't do that. Admit that you had suffered from psychosis. And you know what the thing is as well? I was on amitriptyline, it's medication, when I first started. Um, and when I left the Lions Medical Centre, literally when I left, the doctor stopped it. Just stopped it. I had it for about 2 months at this new doctor's surgery. And the Dr. Price played the thing, stopped it because I was getting a high. He lowered the dose, so it seemed like I was taking one a night instead of three a night. So they're thinking now that I'm supposed to get off my fucking head because I've not had medication that I've had for 7 years for, is it 6 months, is it? Mind you, I'm still in pain. I think the pain's gone away. And this new doctor stopped it as well. I'm going to play you the audio. I wouldn't, do you know, like I say, let the fuckers out themselves. Okay, so the camera's fucked up, blah, 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 blah. Each week, hopefully, I'm going to be, it's not hopefully, I am going to go into detail about what's happening and give you as much information as possible. Such a classy bird, aren't I? You know. I warn you, I will be swearing a lot, especially when we come to that, talk about creature beast, the vile. Um, don't be scared. I know there's people that are being targeted, and it's so easy for me to say, don't be scared. They want to feed off your fear, they want you to be scared. And I showed you the people that are involved to show you how fucking rancid they are. The voices that you hear, the voices that are threatening to shoot you, the voices that are threatening to rape you, the voices that are threatening to kill members of your family, I wanted you to see who it is, how pathetic they are. If they saw me in the street and they know that I'm not scared of them, they know, because my family, they, when they see me in the street, I'm not scared. They're not people that I would normally even notice. I'm very proud of working class. I'm very, very proud. If you're in the UK, you'll know what I see. You know what I mean when there's different working class people. There's people that are working class that go out to work, blah, blah, blah. There's people that are working class that I've got the social intelligence to mix with different people. There's people that are working class that are the dregs. Let's not fuck about. They are the dregs, okay? They live through drama to drama, okay? They haven't got the social skills, they'll constantly need an agency of some sort in their life, or they're just like, you know, the Channel 4 documentaries or the Channel 5 series regarding people on benefits. They're like that. They've got no fucking sense. This is what the people fucking me are anyway, most of them. And they will pick that, and the police and other council will pick the dregs because they know they haven't got the social intelligence, the emotional intelligence, the intellectual intelligence to think through what they're doing and the consequences of their actions. Now, the very last part of this, I want to make it very clear, because right at the beginning, and my history, sex offenders disgust me. They absolutely are. Sex offenders disgust me. Absolutely disgust me because I've worked with sex offenders and I've worked with people that have been affected by sexually abused or raped. So I was never scared of Paul Burgess. It fucking disgusted me. And I knew from the very beginning when the police became involved, if I was to give up, if I was to break down the crack up, they would let that beast rape me until whatever and film. And they are actually filming people that are abusing children that are being raped now. This is going to seem weird for me to say, but I'll get my family to confirm they are actually filming them. The police, everybody involved in my targeting, first you've got to get over that this is happening. Okay, so people that are new to the targeting program, this is happening. What I'm saying is real. Go back and look at my posts. You wouldn't believe, because their behaviour is so disgusting, you wouldn't believe that senior officers would let a sex offender continue to offend and film his offences. It's happening now. Okay, you wouldn't think they would let a racist sex offender target me. It's happening now. Hear them. Go back to Muir's recordings. You won't think there's a thing where with Patrick the racist where you can tell that it was an incident that happened. I'll just call it the incident. I'll put it on the envelope. I'll put a few videos at the end of this. And you can tell that was a police officer, a set-up attack, a set-up incident. And you can tell that police officers with him, and he wouldn't have done it without the police officers being there. It's a sick little midget, sick little racist midget. You can't do anything without sex offenders telling him to do something. Okay, so but I'll go on to that at a later stage when I go on about the neighbours and what they do and try to headfuck you to be scared. Okay, so I wasn't scared. That's not in my makeup regarding sex offenders. I know what they are, and there's different types of sex offenders. Like I said previously, he is the worst kind. Where Paul Burgess, literally for years, and the police know this, 24 hours a day, he stalks me. He made his life stalking me for years, and it was every fucking day for X amount of years. They had hidden cameras in my flat. I believe I'm going to get my family to confirm this. That I still got hidden cameras in my flat. The police knew this. So when I say the police, Dave Thompson knows this. The ex police crime commissioner, David Jameson, knows this. The new crime commissioner, Simon Foster, knows this. You know, Simon Foster against violence towards women knows this. Okay, so we've still got cameras in my flat. The rapist hidden cameras in my flat and then letting him watch. And other sex offenders and other beasts that are out there and racist. Okay, I hated them. My general emotion is actually hate and absolute contempt for sex offenders and all those that support them and cheer them, and that's why I'm going to fucking name the doctors that were involved and the medical practices. I'm going to name every fucking person, every businesses that are involved in this program. Okay, because that they're just dregs. Okay, before my family made contact with me, I knew about energy. I knew about there was a there are high beings. I knew that. Okay, I've had experience in my life. You know, little out of this world experiences, like somebody comes and helps you out of nowhere. A complete stranger comes